I welcome you all to week 5 of MOOC's Access to Justice course. In this week, we will be discussing about Legal Services Authorities Act, what is the judicial trend, what are the judicial trends for promoting access to justice under Legal Services Authorities Act, what are the different provisions and what are the rights which are provided under Legal Services Authorities Act. Does it only talks about free legal aid or does it also talks about alternate dispute resolution mechanisms like Lok Adalat or permanent Lok Adalat? So, in week 5, the first module will be on Legal Services Authorities Act, which is a special statute which deals with promoting access to justice in India. This is a statute which has provided special authorities for dealing with the matters relating to access to justice in India and for making access to justice more accessible to people and for eliminating all the problems which people were facing in easy access to justice. So in this chapter, in this module, which is on Legal Services Authorities Act 1987, we will be discussing about the different authorities which are provided under this act and which are there for promoting access to justice in India. We will also discuss about the category of people mentioned under Section 12 of the Legal Services Authorities Act who can avail free legal aid in India. There is an elaborate list which mentions about the category of people who can have access to justice free of cost in India. And when we talk about access to justice, it's not only about free legal aid in terms of providing free advocate, but it also means free legal aid in terms of no court fees, no paperwork fees, and elimination of all incidental and ancillary fees attached with having access to justice in India. The next module in week 5 will be the judicial trend on access to justice in India with respect to the Legal Services Authorities Act. In this module, we will be discussing about the landmark judgment of the Honorable High Court and the Supreme Court interpreting the provision of Legal Services Authorities Act in such a way that the objective with which this act was enacted would actually be realized and achieved, and the benefits which are guaranteed under Legal Services Authorities Act should actually reach to the people. Next module in week 5 will be on Lok Adalat. In this module, we will be discussing about the constitution of Lok Adalat, eligibility of the members of Lok Adalat, procedure which is followed by the Lok Adalat, jurisdiction of the Lok Adalat, what is the status of award of Lok Adalat, what is the finality of the decision or award of the Lok Adalat. After understanding the provision of Lok Adalat, under the module on Lok Adalat, we will move ahead with the discussion on permanent Lok Adalat, which will be the next module for week 5. In this week, we will try to understand the need of having permanent mechanism of alternate dispute mechanism in India, which is a permanent Lok Adalat. In this, we will discuss about the composition of permanent Lok Adalat, eligibility criteria for members of Lok Adalat, jurisdiction of permanent Lok Adalat, who are the people who can apply to the Lok Adalat for the redressal of their rights, and so on. So, in this week, we will be covering 4 modules. First module will be on Legal Services Authorities Act. Second module will be on judicial trend, that is how judiciary has interpreted and implemented the provision of Legal Services Authorities Act so that objective with which the Legal Services Authorities Act was enacted could actually reach to the people. And after that, the third module will be on Lok Adalat and the last module will be on permanent Lok Adalat. I am sure that after discussing all these 4 modules, your understanding about the special statute dealing with the access to justice in India will be clear and you will be in a better position to understand the module and the concept which we will be discussing in the weeks to come. I wish you all very good luck for the weekly examination.